So good morning all, and it's still sunny here. We're expecting showers today. I haven't seen any. Nod to the bikers. So we're out with RB today and we are riding this, and it's the Vendetta 250. So having a little bit of fun on this one today. Nice steady ride for the customer, and the bike is going today. I've been waiting to get this ride test out and under my belt. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do a slightly different route today. A little bit of a different run. And just the final few miles to put on it before it goes out to the customer, and she does need a clean. So it's going to come in, it's going to have the full obligatory clean all over, coat of ACF 50, and then get it off to the customer. Now he's actually coming down and he's riding this home all the way back to, I think it's going up to Leicester somewhere, so it's going to have a nice ride in the sun today, and he's going to be loving this. I absolutely love the sound of this Vendetta. Very similar to the Tempest GT with the exhaust note, and it's got a lovely burble at idle as well. Now this does handle very good in those corners, absolutely beautiful, and especially a nice warm day to get the tyres warm. And taking it nice and steady through the box. And I have to keep remembering these Vendettas are a 5-speed, not a 6-speed. So 5-speed box on the 250 Vendetta, and we're sitting at a nice steady 45 mile an hour. Absolutely perfect. Brakes, front brake is good, rear brake even better. So all good on the braking on this, and then obviously watching out for all the rubbish on the roundabouts that's out at the moment. So I'm going to have a slightly different run today. Get a little bit of urban in, a little bit of dual carriageway, have a little bit of run of around, and obviously crank up the extra miles. And we have been told bikes are now starting to arrive from Lexmoto. So we've got Titans coming, we've got Cyphers coming, we've got some Michigans coming, and some Echoes coming. Happy days! So we've got loads and loads of bikes all flooding in now. Where we're going to put them I do not know, but hopefully we're going to start sort of outing them bikes really quickly and getting as many out the front door as we can. So if you are into a Lexmoto bike, as soon as you see the posts go up on the YouTube, the Facebook or anything, get on the phones, and we will be announcing obviously on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook pages, when those bikes are coming in. So sitting nice steady 45, taking my time, and we're going to switch lanes here. I'm going to disappear off down a different route. Now, I did say to Richard obviously we were going to show this what it's like on sort of a green lane, and I didn't mean as in let's take it off road, let's go scrambling. I meant as in country lanes, and there are a few country lanes in Milton Keynes and some lovely little back roads, and most of my stuff is all done on these main A roads or down the dual carriageway, but we do have some very nice country roads, and we're going to get some of those in just a few and just crack that mileage up. And we are 9.5 miles in at the moment, taking it nice and steady, and there's still loads of power. I'm trying to sort of keep the bike sort of held back to that 45 in a nice steady gear, not stressing the engine too much, which is what you should be doing if you are out riding. Get through the box as quick as you can, and obviously don't put it in such a low gear that it's straining to get any revs on it, but trying to keep your RPMs down get through the box as quick as you can, and then get the power on the bike from top gear, which is what I tend to do. Work my way through the box as quick as I can, then get the power dialed on. And obviously we're starting to get onto some of these lovely little country roads that we've got now. But the bike is riding absolutely perfectly, as you would expect. And obviously, just to show off that suspension, it is soaking up the bumps absolutely perfectly. Suspension on this is lovely, and I'd say it's mid, soft to mid. It's not a hard suspension like you'd find on a sports bike. It's a lovely soft to mid suspension on these, and that's the one thing I do like about these Vendettas. The suspension on these is absolutely perfect. So we're in 10 miles now, 10 and a half. All good, happy days. And then obviously we're going to come off and head down towards Fenny Stratford. And just that burble as it comes down through the box. I tend to rev match when I come down through a gearbox. I don't just like clicking and job done. But the gearbox on this is absolutely lovely and smooth. And I still shoulder check at roundabouts, so you never know if anybody's going to be an RLJ red light jumper. But obviously from my ride positions, and we say this every time, when you're pulling up, pull up near side or pull up off side, leave yourself an escape route down the inside, should something else come in over your shoulder. Never ever sit dead behind a car, because you never know if someone comes in a little bit too darn quick. And obviously that car behind me over my shoulder is giving me a nice, I'd say about a nice 10 to 15 foot space cushion, which is what I like. Obviously car drivers that know what bikers do tends to give you a space cushion over the shoulder. Happy days. Even with the visor down, you can still hear that exhaust note, and it's a lovely sunny day, so why not leave the visor up for the minute, get a little bit of air across the face, and obviously watching out for bugs that are going to fly in at this speed. Nice steady 40. Obviously coming down into the 30s now. They've changed all the road around here. It used to be 60 all the way down to just before this bridge, and then obviously you drop down into 30, and it was all hell for leather. Christ, I'm coming in at 60. There's a speed camera there. I'm meant to do 30, so they've obviously changed all the road up there, so we're all down to 40s and 30s now. But even at 3000 RPM, fourth gear, that engine is just burbling away. And then just clicking it down, you can just see how smooth that gearbox is. So what we're going to do, we're going to do one little jaunt down the side here, keeping an eye on that car. We're going to get some good old-fashioned tiny roads in. So nice steady 3000 RPM again, just burbling along in fourth gear, sitting behind the learner. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down under my one of my two favourite bridges, and we shot the video for the LXR down here where we did the walk round on it, which is exactly what I am going to do. So we're going to get off, we're going to have a quick walk round the bike, have a look at it. Just remember please, she is dusty where it's been sat out, and obviously the wind on our front yard tends to stir all the gravel up. Pull up to the line, Mr. Learner. I will let you go first. And just sit to the outside, put him in my mirrors. Or put myself in his mirrors, should I say. And that obviously just leaves me an escape route should other vehicles come in underneath. And I've still got my escape route to the outside of the road as long as nothing is coming. And away we go. Nice and steady, pottling along in second gear, over the top of the bridge and down the upside like a roller coaster. And there's nothing worse than obviously someone new learning to ride a car or drive a car, and you've got matey boy on his bike right up in the bumper. So I tend to leave a nice space cushion on all vehicles that I follow. Simple reason, if they anchor up quick, I've got time to stop. If you're riding someone's bumper and they brake, you are scuppered. A nice space cushion left from the vehicle in front. And what we're going to do, we're going to get off down here by the bridge, we'll have a quick look round the bike, and then we're going to head back to the garage. And I've got 12.5 miles on the clock, which is exactly what I want. Nice long ride test, just to prove that the bike is performing well. Back to position 1. And we're just going to go under here for a minute. So I'm going to pop her into neutral for the minute. Get the side stand down, we'll have a quick look round the bike, and that is the Vendetta 250. That lovely stainless system on it. Just getting a look at the headlight on that as well. So you've got the shielded in headlight on that, and all she needs is a quick clean, code of ACF, and back to the customer. So these are still available, and I think they're an absolutely splendid bike, these Vendetta 250s. When we go under the bridge, I'm going to do the obligatory cop an earful of this. And that's got a note to it, rev bomb. What a glorious sound from that exhaust. Absolutely love this bike, really do love this bike. The seating's so comfortable. My legs are in the right position. I could literally ride this for a good 100-150 miles with no issues whatsoever. The only time you'd want to stop on one of these, obviously, to fill up the tank or to stop for a quick pee break, as they say. And on even the country roads like this, and you know there's going to be a little bit of dirt on the roads, them tyres just grip absolutely spot on. Still keep trying to change up to 6 gear. I must remember this has 5 speeds. So just rev matching down again. Very, very happy with this bike. And the one thing I do like, that nice gear indicator there. And obviously hill starts, that's another question someone said. Do you hold the front brake or do you hold the back brake? I tend to have both feet on the floor with the front brake on. A lot of people will sit like this with their foot on the back brake to obviously hold it. What I tend to do is sit with holding the front brake. Now once you've got the hang of doing this, you can actually get a decent hill start in, and that is without using the back brake. So I tend to roll on the throttle and ease off the front brake as I pull away. So there's a lot of people do it differently. Some people tend to sit with their foot on the back brake. I tend to hold it on the front. But the front end braking on this is absolutely superb. So no issues whatsoever. Perfect ride, as you would expect from the Vendetta. Absolutely beautiful. So I've been out for a good 20 minutes or so now. So I'm going to head back to the garage. Don't forget, if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up on the little thummy thing down the bottom. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, guys. Let us know what you think of these Vendettas. And as always, notifications bell for the next video up. Hit that notifications bell. Back to the garage for my normal cup of coffee, cigarette. It's nearly dinner time. Customer is on his way. We're going to get this cleaned before I go and have lunch, and then more rides. So until the next time, guys, be well, ride safe from RB. As always, it's a big goodbye from me.